All right. Well, it looks like we're getting everybody in here, and just want to thanks so much for all of you joining us today for this session on colleges of the coast. And we are really excited about our group here, and we appreciate your time to come through. So I'll introduce myself, and our other panelists introduce themselves, and we'll get started. We'll go in the order of Coastal, College of Charleston, and then USC Beaufort. My name is Derek Doss. I'm Associate Director of Admissions. I've been with the university for 11 years now, and I'm actually an alum. I graduated back in 2008.
My name is Sydney Harper. I'm an admissions representative with the College of Charleston, and I graduated from CFC in 2019.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt Cash with the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. I've been with the USC system for about 12 years and with USCB for the past 8. Thanks for joining us.
All right, so we of course have the Q&A portion that you can type in questions throughout our session. So I just want to encourage you to utilize that throughout. The majority of questions we will answer through the Q&A by typing back to you, but we may answer some at the end live as well. So just kind of keep that in mind as we move forward. So I'll go ahead and start with talking about Coastal Carolina University, which we like to refer to as Teal Nation. So let me set up so we can click through here and kind of give you a brief introduction to the university. Now, if you can see here, we have had a lot of growth and progress over the years. So you can see that we focus a lot on value. We're number 6 in the South for best value category, and over 11 years, we've been considered a best college buy. As you can note from our president's quote here, we focus on providing an academic experience of the highest quality at a reasonable cost, because we know that's important to our students. Continuing some rankings to go along with that value, we're number 15 in best undergraduate teaching. So if you're looking at working in education, number 19 in top public schools, 14 in most innovative schools, which we are pretty excited about. One of the things we focused on as an institution is things began to change in March, really trying to make and find the best ways to kind of do some things. But that's a focus of the university as a whole, to not always do things as they've always been done. Number 27 in best colleges for veterans. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment. Number 45 in regional universities in the South, and number 70 in top performers of social mobility, which we're pretty excited about. And this is students' ability to kind of move classes in society as far as, you know, things that you earn and make and do in life. So that's a great thing for our students as well. As I mentioned, we work closely with our veterans. For over 8 years, we've been considered a military-friendly school. So if you are a veteran, a dependent of veteran, there could be benefits available to you. So we encourage you to contact our Veteran Services Office to take full advantage of that. Now, we are a medium-sized school with a small school feel, so we have about 10,000 students in our total student population who study in 5 different academic colleges and over 90 different programs to choose from. Now, of course, each of us are taking about 10 minutes today to highlight our schools, so we can't go into every single major that we offer, but on our website, we do have a great link that is available for you to go to, and you can read about each major. Every major has an opportunity for you to read about the classes that you take, what type of jobs students get, what kind of experiences you can look for as a part of that. You know, I will highlight a few quick things. You know, our business college is AACS accredited, so we're in the top 5% of business schools in the world. We offer one of 18 PGA accredited professional golf management programs. We also offer a hospitality resort and tourism management major. Our education college is NCATE accredited, so we have reciprocity with all 50 states. So you can study at Coastal, stay in South Carolina, move across the country. You can even go to some areas like Guam or Puerto Rico. Our College of Humanities and Fine Arts has a fantastic BFA for our theater programs, and they put on some fantastic shows. We also have, you know, your traditionals, history, English, political science, but we have some newer ones like intelligence and national security studies, which we joke is not training Jason Bourne. It's more the gathering of information, assessing risk, and determining what that risk is and communicating it up. We also have a major of digital culture and design, which is like a director of social media or web presence, web content. So if you have a passion for that, there's even a major for it as well. And then we have the College of Science, which almost 50% of our students study in the College of Science. Students interested in pre-med, physical training, athletic training, going in that direction. We also have engineering science, and we have marine science. We have one of the largest programs on the East Coast and offer a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD. So there's a lot of great programs that we have, but I encourage you to read about all of them because I need a lot more than 10 minutes to talk about 90 different programs. Now, we do focus on a small school experience like I talked about. So you can see that we have a 16-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Average class size for freshmen and sophomores, 27, upperclassmen, 23. So we really look at this teacher-scholar model, the idea that you get to know your professors, you build that relationship, and they help you, guide you in pursuing your career. Now, almost 80% of faculty have doctoral or terminal degrees, which means they have the highest level of education in their field. Example of a professor who wouldn't meet these credentials is, I remember an accounting professor who actually spent 30 years running her own firm and then got into teaching. So you get a lot of great experience from those professors as well. Now, student life-wise, we have over 120 different student organizations, everything from Greek life to club sports. So maybe you're not interested in Division I playing at that level, but I'll talk about our sports in a moment. But you want to compete and you still want to play hard, you can travel and play against other schools. If you like still playing sports but not that competitive, we also, of course, like every other school, have intramurals as well. But we have faith-based organizations, student government. We have our radio station, newspaper, marching band. The Coastal Activities Board is actually where students are able to plan other events for other students. So there's a lot of great ways to get involved. And as you can kind of see here, and I imagine my colleagues with me, being on the coast, there's a lot of great opportunity to utilize the environment in which we live, being near the coast, being near rivers that allow for a lot of opportunity to be outdoors and enjoy that as well. All right. Now, athletics are a big part of our experience at Coastal. We are Division I for all of our sports and compete in the Sun Belt Conference. We've had a lot of success. We won the College World Series in 2016. We've been to the NCAA tournament, March Madness a few times. Our softball team has gone to regionals. Our volleyball team's won the conference. But it's really exciting to be a part of. Our football team has started off with a fantastic year, traveled to Kansas again and beat them at home again. Last year, I think it was 14-12. This year, it was 38-23. So we look forward to hosting Campbell this Friday, so tomorrow at 7:30 on ESPN. But a lot of our athletes have had some great success, gone on to the NFL, Major League Soccer, Major League Baseball. The #1 golfer in the world, Dustin Johnson's a Coastal alum. So a lot of exciting things around our athletics. And you get free tickets as a student. And if you watched our football game last week against Kansas, you find out that people don't really know how to pronounce our mascot. We are the Chanticleers. Mascot the announcer during the game said the Chandeliers. But we're the Chanticleers, the crafty rooster from Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. And as you can quickly tell, teal and bronze are our colors. Now, as far as the application process, we get over 15,000 applications, with majority of our students coming from the East Coast, half from in-state, and then half from out of state. So you get an experience with students from all over, and I think it's a great part of your experience at Coastal. Now, when you apply to Coastal, here's some middle 50%, and we'll talk about test scores in a moment, as that's important to this group. Middle GPA is a 3.2 to 4.0, SAT 19 to 24, SAT 1020 to 1150. Now, we do have test optional. Students generally have at least a 3.5 high school GPA, and we're looking for a rigorous program, so honors, AP, dual enrollment, along those lines, and you can apply test optional. And this is brand new for this year. We've been working on it for a while and pretty excited. You do not have to submit letters of recommendation or an essay or resume, but you're more than welcome to. We do look for the 20 core requirements that you've probably heard of in your high school that are part of graduating college ready. As far as the process, we have some priority dates, kind of a timeline. Priority date for application is December 1st for merit awards, January 1st for admittance. And then once we start reviewing, which will be very soon, in about 3 weeks, you'll have a decision. So if you had everything to us by October 1st, you'd likely have your decision by Halloween. If you're interested in transferring, the average GPA is a 2.9 with 24 transferable credit hours or more. We have a June 1st priority date, and again, it takes about 3 weeks to apply. Costs for an in-state student, everything except for lab fees and books, is about $22.5. This is based off the most expensive meal plan and housing for a student. So there are some ways to save on this. We do encourage, like our other panelists here, all of our students to fill out the FAFSA. 86% of our students do receive some type of financial aid, typically in student loans. But we do have merit awards that you're automatically considered for that range from 10 to 60% off the cost of tuition. If you go to our merit award website, you can see the average GPA and test score for each of those, but you can also be considered for these test optional as well. And we do have awards for transfer students that range from 15 to 25% off the cost of tuition. The only thing I'd share with you before I pass on to Sid from College of Charleston is we do have admissions counselors based off of county. So whatever county you're from, if you go to our website, you'll be able to see who your admissions counselor is. We are your advocate. And we did a panel on that the other day about telling your story, being a self-advocate. As admissions counselors, we're here to help you. So we encourage you to reach out and talk to us. But with that being said, I'm going to pass it to Sid and look forward to answering questions with you all later on.
Hi, everybody. I'm just going to share. All right. Okay, so I'm going to introduce myself again. My name is Sydney Harper, and I'm an admissions representative for the College of Charleston. I'm also a recent graduate. I graduated in 2019. So, a couple fun facts about the College of Charleston. We are a public arts university, around 10,000 students. We are 250 years old as of this year, making us the 13th oldest college. We were founded in 1770, which if you're doing the math, that is before the United States. Because we are liberal arts, students will have to complete 9 different disciplines in order to get the College of Charleston degree. This will make you a very well-rounded student at the end. We also don't require our students to declare their major until the end of your sophomore year. We want you to try a bunch of different things before you hone in on one path. Another interesting distinction of liberal arts is that professors are paid to teach. So you're never going to be taught by a TA or a graduate student. Our average class size is 23 with a student to faculty ratio of 16:1. So again, just like Coastal, we like this small classroom feel. We say it feels like a private school environment with a public school price. There's also lots of things to do as a student. There's over 85 study abroad programs, and we are ranked number 4 in the country for study abroad schools. We have over 140 majors and minors for you to choose from, and you can mix and match these to make your own academic experience. There are over 240 clubs and organizations. We are about 25% Greek life. And if none of this interests you, it only takes 7 signatures for you to start your own club. For sports people out there, we have 19 Division I sports teams. So at CFC, the learning does not stop in the classroom. We highly encourage most of our students to complete internships. Because we're such a growing city, companies like Google, Boeing, BMW, Mercedes, and so many more have moved to Charleston, and these are all internship opportunities for students. If you are going the medical route, we are 4 blocks away from the Medical University of South Carolina. You can actually start research or get an internship at MUSC as early as your freshman year. These are some cool alumni doing some cool things that we like to highlight. You see the New York Yankees down there, Netflix, Vineyard Vines. I keep asking to be put on this slide, but marketing keeps telling me no. So another great part of being a CFC student is being right in the middle of downtown Charleston. We have been named the #1 city in the US the past 8 years. We are a 10-minute drive from 3 different beaches. We are ranked the 3rd best foodie destination in the US by Yelp. We are also 1 block away from Marion Square, which is a green space that is the location for the Piccolo Spoleto Festival. That's an international art festival that started in Spoleto, Italy. Charleston Fashion Week, Southeastern Wildlife Exposition, and Charleston Food and Wine all happen right a block away from campus. So there's always something cool to do within walking distance of your dorm or your class. I'm going to talk a little bit about our Honors College, which is an option for students. There are about 250 students in the Honors College. We have no minimum GPA or minimum test score to get into the Honors College, but up on the screen are a few stats from last year's enrolled class. Only 25% of your classes will be honors specific courses, and the rest will be with the rest of the College of Charleston community. They do have a smaller class size average, so that's going to be about 17. And many of the classes in honors are discussion based. You will have the the opportunity to live in an honors dorm if you're an honors student. You don't have to do this, but I recommend that you do. You'll be around other honors students, and in that dorm, there are honors classrooms on the first floor. So especially if you're a freshman with an 8 a.m. honors class, you can roll out of bed, walk downstairs, and you're right at class. These are some application deadlines. We're getting to the more boring part, but important part of this presentation. Our early decision, which is our binding deadline, is October 15th. Early action is December 1st, and this is also our scholarship deadline. You don't have to do anything extra to apply for scholarships. As long as you apply by this December 1 deadline, you're automatically put in the running for any of our merit scholarships. And then our regular notification is going to be February 15th. December 1 is also the deadline for the Honors College application. So what we need from you to apply is the online application, which can either be done on cfc.edu or the Common App, and your high school transcript. We are test optional this year, so if you have a test score that you're proud of, go ahead and submit it, but it's not something that you have to submit. The Honors College is going to be a little bit different. They have a different supplemental application. So on the normal CFC application, there will be a question asking if you're interested in honors. You'll click yes, and then whatever email you use to apply is where the supplemental application will be sent. They also require an honors essay, a letter of recommendation, and a resume. That is it from me. This is my contact information, so feel free to contact me with any questions. I hope to see you on campus. And next up, we will be hearing from Maddie Cash with USC Beaufort.
Hey everyone, again, this is Matt Cash with USCB, your senior campus of the University of South Carolina system located in the Sea Islands of the Low Country of South Carolina. My contact information is there on the screen. I will be sharing it again at the end along with our other presenters for today. So some quick facts about the University of South Carolina Beaufort. We trace our history back to the 1795 founding of Beaufort College, making us one of the oldest college traditions in South Carolina. And we joined the University of South Carolina system in 1959. So the 21st century so far has seen lots of growth for the university. We've been recognized as one of the top 5 fastest growing universities in the nation. In 2004, we opened our new main campus in Bluffton, South Carolina, and the past few years have really seen us take off. In 2018, we revitalized our campus in downtown Beaufort. In 2019, saw the opening of our Hilton Head Island campus for hospitality management. And I'll cover a little bit more of those on those locations shortly. To give you a broad overview of the student profile, we welcome 2,100 students from 36 states and 10 different nations. So even though we're the smallest of the senior campuses to the USC system, we offer big world opportunities at the same time. So with our hospitality management students studying in an area where 2 million visitors visit every year, from there, and nursing students taking their clinicals at trauma level hospitals and competing for studio space as a visual art design student at the undergraduate level. We have over 1,000 students that live on campus with us. Student to faculty ratio is 16:1, so it's a very close-knit learning environment. We have over 40 different clubs and organizations, which is a huge number for our student population size. And we field 9 different athletic teams in the NAIA and the Sun Conference. So again, this is a map. You'll see we're about 1 hour and 15 minutes south of Charleston and located just on the South Carolina side of Savannah, Georgia, on the Georgia state line. So we have 3 locations. Just going to highlight our main campus is in Bluffton, which is our 200-acre campus situated right on the gateway to Hilton Head Island. We offer 10 different residence halls there. There are multiple dining options on that main campus. We have a 20,000 square foot campus center, which is the hub of campus activity, home for residence life and student organizations, and the main dining hall, kind of a one-stop shop for all that. We recently opened a 26,000-foot recreation center as well, so that is home to our intramural complexes, club sports, fitness center, fitness studios where you can take group classes, and those type of offerings. So our founding campus in Beaufort is located right on the Beaufort River's waterfront. in a protected historic district that's on the National Historic Registry. It is home to our Beaufort College Honors Program, as well as our history major, marine biology, and visual art and design majors as well. So I mentioned earlier, our newest facility is the Hilton Head Island campus, which is our Center for Hospitality Management. It is designed to be a working event and conference center, so lots of intern opportunities directly on campus and within a short walk. If you're familiar with the Hilton Head area, it's located right near the entrance to the Sea Pines Resort. We work very closely with the RBC Heritage and other popular events in the area. So lots of opportunities for hospitality and event management and that type of thing. It comes equipped with a beverage lab and a demonstration kitchen as well. So I have a list of our academic majors here. We offer about 30 different academic programs by the time you factor in various concentration areas. So we're primarily broken up into 3 schools. So you have the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, which covers everything from communication studies, like if you're interested in print or broadcast journalism or careers in public relations, to degrees in English and the arts. As well as social sciences as well. So human services, psychology, sociology, maybe if you're wanting to prepare in a career in social work or something along those lines. So those would be really great fields for that. The School of Science and Mathematics, that is home to one of our largest majors in biology. So again, we're highlighting colleges of the coast of South Carolina today. So we offer things that might help prepare you for medical school, like pre-medicine, biomedical sciences, and that type of thing. We also have lots of field research opportunities as well. Being near the coast, we offer both coastal ecology and conservation, as well as marine biology. We offer degrees in computational science and information science technology as well, if you're interested in more of a computer networking and programming and security type major as well. Then we have some teaching options in there as well. So if you're thinking about maybe teaching high school science, we offer secondary education biology as well as secondary education mathematics. The School of the Professions. So business administration is, that usually runs neck and neck with biology as our largest majors on campus. So business administration is wildly popular. You get to pick a concentration area in either accounting, management, or marketing. We offer 2 full early childhood and elementary education degrees under that school. And again, as well as hospitality management. Nursing is our 3rd largest major. So it's one of the very technologically advanced facility as well, complete with animatronic simulation labs and that type of thing too, in addition to our public health degree, if you're thinking more of like health promotion, health and exercise science, and those types of majors. So we have a list of our minors here. I won't read through all of those, but those are a great option that aren't required, but it's a great way to help supplement your academic major. And the list of our pre-professional tracks is there as well. If you're wanting to prepare for graduate level study in medicine, those are set up as more like advisement tracks that'll help just make sure that you're taking the right classes to help prepare you for graduate level school of medicine, law, or anything along those lines. So campus life, let's touch on campus housing real quick. So our housing isn't set up as dorms or suites or anything like that. Think of it as traditional apartment style living. So it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. So each person has their own private bedroom. Then it's just 2 folks sharing a bathroom and shower area on each side of the apartment. And then there's a full kitchen, full living room, all major appliances are included. And that housing is the same from freshman year all the way up through senior year. So you don't have to worry about being tossed into the broom as a freshman with a housing assignment or something like that. So lots of different clubs and organizations I highlighted, over 40 that you can choose from student government is very popular for students to get involved in, to performing groups, to political groups, and just lots of different options there. Campus recreation, like I highlighted our fitness center and recreation center earlier, all of that usage is included in your tuition, so it's not like paying a monthly gym membership fee or anything like that. And again, we field 9 different sports teams in NAIA Sun Conference athletics. So campus resources, one of the most popular is our Student Success Center. So that is going to be a very strong resource for all of our students. because it holds our academic advising office. So for your first year or 2 years, until you declare a major, those are going to be the folks that help make sure that you're taking the right classes to continue on the progression towards your degree before you have a full-time faculty advisor once you really get into your core classes for your major. We have a career services office. Now that is going to be the office where they can help find job placement for you while you're a student, either on campus or off campus, but they're also going to be the ones leading mock interviews and helping you with resume writing, building tips. There's also a tutoring office, which is student-led, but it is managed by university staff. So if you need additional help, if there's a subject area that you're not particularly strong in or you're struggling with, they'll be glad to help you with that and schedule a private appointment. And then our counseling and accessibility services office, again, a great learning support. If there's documented learning disadvantages or anything along those lines, then they can help you with maybe getting an assigned note taker or additional test taking time, proctoring, and those types of things. So really quick, some of our admission needs that we will need is once you submit the online application for admission, you have the option to upload a copy of your high school transcript along with that. USCB is completely test optional for the 2021-2022 academic year. For those, for those of you that are applying as first-time freshmen for fall 2021, you are not required to submit test scores. It is not an item on it's not a required item on the checklist, so it will not hold up your application. But if you do choose to submit test scores, it will not hurt you. It can only help you if you submit those scores. Now, a lot of institutions are going test optional in South Carolina, but keep in mind some of the requirements for state-funded scholarships. You might actually need those test scores. In a lot of cases, they might actually help you qualify for some of the state-funded scholarships. So at least for USCB, just know that the test scores can only help as far as for admission purposes. Okay. So let's highlight some of our more popular scholarship programs as far as institutional dollars. So we offer our plus scholarships to first-time freshmen. So that is going to be for students that are eligible for the Life or the Palmetto Fellows Scholarship. We have an additional $2,000 per academic year that we can award you on top of that. So basically eligibility requirements, you need to be initially eligible for the state-funded component of that scholarship. So either meet requirements for Palmetto Fellows or Life Scholarship and be a first-time freshman. And that is on a first-come, first-served basis. So we definitely encourage early action on your part of completing your application very soon so that you can have a decision and then fall in line for scholarship consideration after that. That is renewable for up to all 4 years of attendance as well. So as long as you maintain the state-funded scholarship requirements for that, then you're eligible to continue receiving the additional $2,000 award from USCB. Now, I know we may have some out-of-state students on the broadcast today. So we also offer a residential scholarship for non-South Carolina residents. So if you are a non-South Carolina resident and you graduate high school with a 3.0 GPA, or if you're on a 100-point scale, whatever is considered to be a B average, is fine with us. So B average, a 1050 on the SAT or a 21 composite on the ACT. You just need to meet one of those 3 academic requirements. And as long as you are residing in on-campus housing with us, we have a valued scholarship at about a little over $11,000 that basically reduces you from the out-of-state tuition rate to what a South Carolina resident would pay. So it's a huge award that helps a lot of out-of-state students with us. And that is also renewable up to all 4 years. So as long as you remain a full-time student with us, you maintain a 2.5 GPA, and you continue to reside in on-campus housing, then you basically receive the in-state scholarship offer up to all 4 years of attendance. Real quickly, if you're interested in our Beaufort College Honors Program, which is open to all majors, then that is an additional $2,000 per academic year award. So basically the requirements for that is you need to be accepted and enrolled in the Beaufort College Honors Program and reside in on-campus housing. And that is also a renewable for 4-year scholarship as well. So if you're a full-time student enrolled in over 12 hours and maintain the honors GPA and are eligible to continue on in the honors program, then you continue to receive that $2,000 award. Real quick, if we have any folks that might be interested in transferring to us, I know we had some on the line earlier. With transfer students, we're looking at a minimum 2.0 cumulative academic GPA. In addition to submitting the application for admission, you would just need to make sure that you submit the official transcripts from each college and university that you have previously attended. So with a minimum 2.0 cumulative academic GPA, we would be eligible to consider you for admission. So your next steps, the application for fall 21 is live now. So we are actively reviewing and we are submitting we're releasing our first round of decisions on September 23rd. Next steps, definitely go ahead and apply and upload that upload your high school transcript. Watch our virtual campus tour. The link is directly on USCB.edu, as well as links to the application. Kind of the homepage is that one-stop shop to get you to anywhere that you need to be. Attend another admissions event. We are offering in-person campus tours that are limited capacity and socially distanced. But we are starting to offer on-campus visits as well. So you have a couple of different options to still be able to get a great feel for USCB. And October 1st is when the FAFSA goes live for this coming academic year. So freshmen for fall of 21, it would be a good time to go ahead and start to work on that as well. And with that, that concludes my particular portion. So I'm going to invite my co-presenters back up. And I'm going to leave this contact information screen up here, and y'all feel free to drop us some questions.
Yeah, Matt, I think we got a few here. I'll let y'all answer first. But what are the application fees for each school?
I could send a waiver for ours. I'll type that in the chat. Ours is typically $50, but it will be free if you type this in.
Same thing here. So our application fee is typically $40, but as part of South Carolina's College Application Month, we're basically waiving ours through November. So our code is USCB21. And
ours is now free.
Hey, there you go.
It's we can take care of that for you. You can use FF 2021 or CAD 2021. But we encourage you to also participate in your college application days. I know they're virtual, but your high schools are working hard with CHE to do that. So try to participate in those college application days. All right. I think, Matt, this came up during your presentation, but your answer will probably be the same for most folks. Can we choose who we share rooms with? I'm a junior, so I can't start applying till next summer.
Yeah. I mean, we have some folks that have a very clear idea of, like, if they have a couple of friends that are coming from their high school, yes, you can definitely request roommates through our housing application. We also get some folks that say, I don't want to see a soul from my high school. I'm trying to do my own thing. And we have very strong roommate placement questionnaires that kind of help match similar folks together that they think will mesh well. So you can request a roommate, or we can do a really good job of picking them for you.
The only thing I'd add is that you usually, for most schools, have to go within the same class. So if you're a freshman, you're going to be applying with other freshmen. If you happen to know somebody who's already there, you generally can't live with somebody who is older than you. So you would be in the freshman class with you. Sid, did you have anything to add on that one?
It's typically the same for us as far as requesting roommates or doing the roommate questionnaire.
All right. We got one here and I guess we can kind of, I don't know if we want to give a general answer to this or if y'all want to give some specifics, but how can I judge my chances of being accepted into a school? You want me to take that, or Sid, do you want to give a general kind of one on that?
Well, most of us have the middle 50% of the accepted students, so GPA, test scores, things like that. That's going to be your best judge on where you fall in our acceptance rate.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Look at what your academics are compared to what the schools say are their middle 50%. And if you're unsure, call us. We'll help break down, because there are, and I would say most of our schools probably have some conditional admissions programs like bridge programs, or we have like a SEAL program. So even though you might look at the middle 50% and it may not be a good fit there, if you've excelled in one area or another, it might be worth a phone call to see what other options could be there. All right. Best meal off campus for a visit. That's a fun question. Best meal off campus for a visit. Now, you go ahead.
I was just going to say for us, you kind of can't go wrong with anywhere in Charleston. There's a lot of really good food here. We do not have the freshman 15. We have the freshman 40, just because the food here is fantastic.
I would say if you go down to the island, Hudson's, I'm a big fan of that one. If you are closer to campus is Oakity Ale House, and that's really that's really.
Now, see, y'all don't know, but me and old Matthew Cashier used to travel together. So food, he knows food ain't a game when it comes to us.
Grown folks business.
Krabby Mike's, which is a big seafood buffet if you want to get all those crab legs, or Big Mike's Soul Food. That's if you're trying to find some good, Southern food, fried pork chops, all that kind of good stuff. Which schools do you all cross with? I think that's going to be pretty different to each school. So if you have a question about that, I would just contact each school directly. I want to be an occasion planner vet, but possibly pre-law. Let me kind of read through this. I don't know if we want to answer that one in the chat directly, because that's pretty specific. So we'll try and answer you directly on that one. This is a great question. I can't swim, so I'm scared to be real close to the coast. I will tell you this. I don't think any of us have that much water close to where you're going to be going to and from. So I think you'll be safe unless you decide to go jump in the ocean. I know we're 9 miles from the coast. Sid, how close are y'all?
We're 10 minutes away from the beach, but you don't have to jump into the ocean if you don't want to.
Yeah,
that's not part of our school requirements.
Yeah, the main campus in Bluffton is about 13 miles from Hilton Head Island. And so you're not right on the waterfront there. Now, the downtown Beaufort campus, it's on the Beaufort River. So, I mean, we have docks leading down to it, but it's not the ocean. So,
You'll be safe.
Yeah.
How about you guys? I know we've got a pool on campus that you can run some laps. If you like swimming, hey, that's fantastic. We do have that.
We do not, but we get quite a few hurricanes. So kind of the same thing.
Swimming down the street, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. You can take a kayak to class.
Yeah, my answer is kind of going to be the opposite of the last one. I'm like, well, we're close enough to the ocean where you can go down there and knock out some laps. But yeah, I mean, we're right on the Beaufort River, and then the Bluffton campus is the May River. So, yeah, I mean, there's alligators. Let's be honest. There's alligators in the low country. So if you see a channel, don't just go jump into it.
All right, nursing. Do any of you all have a nursing program? I know we have a 2+2 nursing program that you can be considered for, but we do not have a 4-year nursing program like you might find, for example, at Francis Marion. But I don't know if you guys want to speak to your options.
We have a new 5-year program with us and USC Upstate, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, you're right.
So yeah, we have a nursing track.
And we do have a 4-year Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree located on campus. Like I said, complete with animatronic simulation labs, and we partner a lot with Beaufort Memorial and Coastal Carolina Healthcare Center, not to be confused with Coastal Carolina on the northern side of the South Carolina coast. So yeah,
the Coastal Carolina, right? Y'all are bringing some good questions. I
like this group.
Yeah. What are your favorite classes personally that each campus offers? A unique one.
I took jiu-jitsu in undergrad, and I thought that was really fun. We also have a surfing class, and we have coastal kayaking class. So those are some pretty fun ones.
Matt?
We have a kayaking one as well. I haven't personally taken that one. I guess, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but one of my favorite classes was an American Studies course that was conspiracy and American culture, and it was just a lot of fun. So,
I personally took a bowling class and a golf class, which was fantastic. So those are just kind of some fun ones. But I think my probably favorite like academic class was business ethics. That was a lot of fun, arguing different ethical theories, but you guys can quickly learn that that's difficult for me to say, but yeah, business ethics. What would be one word students would use to talk about your faculty and staff?
Ooh.
Sincere.
Okay.
I think we're all teaching institutions, so it's not like, you know, I mean, they do scholarly research, but that's not their primary focus. So, I mean, they are there to help you in the classroom, outside of the classroom. Like I said, I mean, yes, we offer peer-led tutoring, but I mean, usually your first line of support is going to be your faculty member.
If I had to give a word, I'd say available.
And I'd say fun. I think we try to make this experience fun as well as a learning environment.
All right. Have you had any movies or television shows filmed at your school? We've had it nearby. We had some shows for HBO and such, but yeah, not too many, but a little bit here. And some Hallmark in Conway. You know, you got to love those Hallmark Christmas movies.
So our Performing Arts Center at our Beaufort campus actually serves as the backdrop for the Gump Memorial Hospital in Forrest Gump.
We've had The Notebook filmed on campus. Patriot. Southern Charm is filmed right downtown.
The Patriot was fantastic. Can you talk about Greek life really quick? I was Greek when I was a student, so I'll give a quick overview just about being Greek in college, at least more than likely for our universities. They're going to be nationally recognized institutions, so fraternities and sororities, so they're going to have national support as far as expectations, leadership conferences, development type things. And then on campus, they host a lot of philanthropy events, social events, and working together. I know for us, I think we're along the lines of 13 to 15% of the student population. I don't know about you guys, how popular.
I can add to that also. I was in Greek life as well, and we're about 25%. And I say definitely do Greek life, even if it's just the recruitment process. That's a really easy way to make friends when you're first getting to college.
And with USCB, Greek life is fairly new to us, but we've seen a lot of success with it. We've only had it for, I think, 4 years now. And we're up to, I believe, 3 nationally recognized sorority chapters and 2 fraternities. And I mean, they've seen some tremendous success. So since it's brand new, we don't have Greek life housing or anything like that, but still lots of opportunities for service and social events.
I think we got about 2 minutes left, so I'm going to hit the first one here, and then I think we all can be ready to answer that last part. But it looks like there's someone strongly interested in occasion planners and veterinary. I would say that internships, those types of things, probably all of our institutions have something that can guide you to that career path. You need to utilize career services as they will help you find internships in areas that you're interested in. All of us are in areas that host a lot of weddings and different events like that you have plenty of places that you can get experience planning events. So I think that opportunity would be there. Same thing with veterinary. You're looking at graduate school. We would be able to help prepare you for that. And I think that's the case for all of us. So I think we'll end with this last question of best advice for incoming out-of-state freshmen.
Mine is just to get involved. There are a lot of really cool people in college if you choose to get out there and meet people.
Yeah, and be sure to take advantage of like opening week activities. I mean, pretty much every college in the nation is going to be hosting some sort of programming because typically move-in day is going to be several days before the start of classes. So you're going to have lots of free time there to mingle around, and typically the universities are going to have lots of really good content to where you can meet your classmates, faculty members, other staff members, and get you really plugged into the campus community. So definitely check out those calendars once you're getting ready to move in.
And the last thing is challenge yourself. And I mean that by make sure you know why you believe what you believe and be open to learn from people about what they believe at the same point. So I think part of being in college is being open to learn. So that may reaffirm what you already know. But you may be introduced to new things as well. So challenge yourself to really firm your foundation, know what you believe, and go from there. With that, I think we have our facilitator who has a wrap-up thing or two. But thank y'all for the time. We enjoyed this. Y'all had some great questions.
Y'all really did. Thank you.
You've got our info here. Reach out to us if you need it.
Great job, guys. You have a good night.
Thanks. See y'all.
Take care.
Bye, y'all.